Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to have the first tasting of my Rye IPA version 2. Now, I did a how-to video of how I made these rye batches. Then I've also released the Rye IPA version 1. So if you haven't watched those, I would say go back and watch those first, but we will cover the grain bill and the hop schedule. So this is a small gallon batch, 1.25 gallons going into the fermenter. 2 pounds, 1 ounce of pale malt, 4.2 ounces of caramel. Now, this is a little bit less than version 1. Why? I'm sure when I called into the homebrew store, I said a pound. It's almost like they gave me half a pound. So I didn't have enough. It's almost like it's less than half a pound. But, oh well, that's what I had. Then 5.5 ounces of rye malt, 3.7 ounces of flaked rye. Our boil, 0.28 ounces of Centennial at 60, 0.28 ounces of Centennial at 5, 0.28 ounces of Chinook at 5. For the dry hopping 3 days into fermentation, 0.24 ounces of Centennial, 0.12 ounces of Chinook, 0.12 ounces of Sorachi Ace. That's the difference. Version 1 used Amarillo. Version 2 used Sorachi Ace. Just to go over the hop profiles that I have real quick. Centennial is a super cascade, earthy, floral, and elements of citrus. Chinook, pine-like and spicy, robust flavors of grapefruit. Sorachi Ace, intense lemon, light dill, tea, and coriander. If you have not checked out any of my smash beers or any of my brews featuring Sorachi Ace, I would watch those. If you're not a dill fan, I would not touch Sorachi Ace. Bottled on 410, 7.17%. I did make version 1 and version 2 in the same day. They fermented right next to each other, and this one is a lower ABV. Technically, beer 1 is a double rye IPA. Good hiss, good smoke. Go ahead and get this into a glass. I will be doing a side-by-side comparison of the two because I wasn't sure what the caramels were doing to this. I didn't know if it was just for the color to make it a little darker or a little orangier or what that was for, because I was like, you're using rye malt, then you're using all these hops, and it's supposed to be 5.5 ounces of the caramel, and I just wasn't sure that had anything to do with the taste of it, but we'll find out in the side-by-side. So this one, we do have a little bit more of a head, off-white, almost translucent middle. It's coming up as almost a burnt orange color. Small, medium bubbles. This one is a little clearer. It is a little cloudy, more than like a haze chill. I can see the light box, good carbonation level, orange, like a little red orange coming through there. And that is it. Now this one, I wanted to make this version to see what that Sorachi Ace would do. Should it be good? I don't know, but I made it, so let's find out. See what it smells like. Maybe a touch of citrus and floral. I'm trying to dig for that dill. I know on a couple of the other Sorachi Ace beers that I made, they had to like warm up just a little bit before that dill came out. I'm gonna go with no right now. Just, yeah, a touch of like citrus spice. A little malt, a little toast of bread, and that is it. Very low. It does not smell anything like beer number 1 did. Let's go ahead and taste. little bit of citrus spice up front, but you do get the dill in the back. Very slight. I think it mixes well with the spiciness from the Chinook and the rye malt. It's definitely got that dill quality. I think it works out well, at least right now, from other comparisons or aging the Sorachi Ace beers. That intense or that dill does crank up month after month. This, it could be overpowering, but I don't know what the rye is going to do, what that spiciness is going to do. In my Chinook smash, I don't think that spice level really climbed that high, so it'll be interesting to see if this does and if it comes from the rye malt. The flaked rye, I still don't know what that's going to do to the beer. Is it going to give a tiny bit of head retention? In the first one, we didn't see that. Is it going to give it a little body? I'm guessing yes. But I don't know what the difference. I will make one with regular flaked oats just to see if it's less rye or what that's doing to it. Smooth. Yeah, that dill is starting to kick in on the back end. The bitterness, spiciness is still there. It's still ramping up, even in the aftertaste. I think you get a little bit more sweet citrus in the aftertaste than you do in the drink. I know, I'm pretty sure it's not from the caramel, but this body tastes thinner, which is weird to me. Because the ABV's lower, that should mean there's more sugars left in there, and that the body should be a little heavier than like the 8.6 version. Where the 8.6, but we'll talk about that later. That one should be lighter body. Yeah, it's almost like that dill. I wouldn't say coriander. I want to say like lemon, like that dill, lemon, and back tries to come through, but it's like the spiciness from the rye won't let it. Like that rye, it's there. Yeah, I think it's good. No alcohol at all coming through. Easy drinking. Um, is it going to wreck your palate? It could. Um, I guess that's going to be up to the person if you eat it with something like chicken or something like that. But I could pound 5 or 6 of these. I probably couldn't walk, but I don't think that rye, that spiciness is going to keep building. Um, this version seems like it is down. It's not building as much as the first one, but yeah, solid beer. Let me know if you guys also like making rye beers, and if so, what your favorite recipe is. If you enjoyed this video, check some more homebrew videos out over here, and until next time, happy brewing.